Where did the music go?
Ellie.
Yeah.
I have a confession to make.
What?
We've been talking for 20 minutes and I forgot to press record.
You fucking cretin.
Hello everyone, it's the 2-Minute Terminator. This is episode 70.
Ethan, please tell me you're lying.
I'm not lying to you, Ellie. I apologise.
Oh my god!
You know what it was? I tried to call you when you didn't pick up initially, and I stopped the recording to restart it, but I forgot to restart it.
It's Predator.
Well done. If you have just tuned in or just started listening to the show, for the last 20 minutes, me and Ellie have been talking about the worst films of 2015. We've been playing movie music. Ellie's been playing the guessing game of various things, and we discussed Ellie's homemade porn collection. If you missed all that, unlucky you. And if Ellie has just been informed that we've only just started recording the show, that is in fact true. Unlucky Ellie. We begin the show, which is with
a heavy heart.
With a heavy heart. It is episode 70. Episode 77 of the 2-Minute Terminator. I'm Ethan McKinley, your host, and we are going from... We'll get to that. The 2-hour 32-minute mark to the 2-hour 34-minute mark. We're going to go slightly over that just to get us to the end of the credits because it only goes by about 3 or 4 seconds. So yeah, as Predator plays, I'm going to tell you to hit the music.
I can't believe you didn't press play.
Shut up.
For machines, they're unstoppable. Watch out for machines, they will rule the world.
And we're back. Ellie Fitzgerald is... what are you eating, Ellie?
I'm eating a refresher.
Excellent. Well, listeners, as I said before, thank you for tuning in. We are in fact going from the 2-hour 32-minute mark to the 2-hour 34-minute mark and change, which gets us to the end of the credits. This is in fact our final... I guess film episode, yeah. We're gonna have like 2 more bonus episodes in the coming days, and then when I see Ellie maybe on the 29th, we're gonna do a feature-length commentary of the film we've just watched, which is Terminator 2. So there we have it. The end credits.
Predator in the background.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, we did it last episode. I thought it was quite nice. The bits in the credits
are
called.
It should be Arnold. It should be a Terminator.
It should, but I just fancy Predator. In the credits, we start with mechanical department, and it goes to the mechanical department coordinator Richard Landon, and it ends with Robert Cloyd and Pete Parise. God knows what they do. I didn't write it down. Kiss my ass.
Are there any funny names in the credits?
Lots.
Hit us with some.
Claire Freeman.
Oh, hilarious.
Adam Adams. He's the Telecine colorist. Or
Technicine colour?
Well, it's Telecine or Telecine. I'm assuming it's Telecine.
Oh, Ethan. Dyslexic wanker.
I know. My sight reading is fucking terrible.
Well, I brought up a poll of the best 10 Arnold Schwarzenegger movies.
Now, whose opinion is this before we get started?
Rolling Stones.
So, Rolling Stone magazine's the best Arnold Schwarzenegger films.
Mhm.
Okay, hit me with them.
So, 10 is Twins. See, Twins is up there, but I would put it way higher than that. Until Twins came out in 1988, Arnold Schwarzenegger had only ever made action films. Nobody knew if he had any comedic ability, or if audience would accept him as anything but a muscly killing machine. It turned out that he was hysterical and people loved to watch him mix it up with Danny DeVito. That's why I love it. It's just rounded that up in a nice little phrase there for me. A little paragraph.
No, he's good in it. I think he's a good comedian. I didn't think they really utilised him as a comic actor after Twins quite as well as they did. I think Junior was a big misstep when he got pregnant and had a baby.
I've not actually seen Junior.
Oh, how, Ellie? Right, look. How?
Because it looks terrible. I'm not like
Yeah, but
you.
you
I
said
can't-
this about Twins, and then you think Twins is like in the top 3 Arnold Schwarzenegger films. You're wrong, by the way.
You're wrong. That's bollocks, but carry on. Number 9 is Running Man. Twins is better than Running Man.
I don't know.
Really?
I don't know. Running Man's got so many like classic things in it, and I guess it's a cool idea. Like, because TV becomes so extreme in the future, you get like game shows, obviously, which actually kill people to get ratings.
Yeah.
And it's strange in a sense that it, even though it predated like reality TV, it kind of did prophesize a couple of things, didn't it?
It does actually. And then number 8 is Last Action Hero. That's a great movie.
Yeah, that's good. I really like Last Action Hero, but everyone kind of shit all over it, didn't they?
I know. I loved it. I thought it was great. 7, Total Recall.
He's not in 7. That's Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman.
Number 7 is Total Recall, you twat.
I am not Douglas Quaid.
6 is Commando.
Hang on. Let's let's eke this out a bit. What do you think of Total Recall? Is that in your top 5? Or is
Top
that
5 maybe. Yeah.
You mentioned it was a B, Arnold.
Yeah, but I've literally only got 3 in A. So
Is it-
yeah, I guess that'd be B.
Is it better than Commando? Because you had the revelation last episode that Commando wasn't that great. You'd only seen it once. In fact, you've now you said Junior, and prior to this was Twins. You've not seen many Arnold Schwarzenegger films, have you?
Off. I've seen loads.
Have you seen Eraser?
Yeah,
Okay.
the black chick in it.
Yeah.
And she has to steal the information off those really small little discs.
Yes, Vanessa Williams.
No, that's a fucking tennis player.
No, Vanessa Williams was a singer, and she was,
Oh,
I guess
Venus
you'd
Williams,
call
isn't
a
it?
media acceptable black. So she's like, looks like a white woman, but she happens to be black. That's the only way you could put a black lady in a film in the 90s, unless it was Whoopi Goldberg or Oprah Winfrey. It had to be
Oprah actually been in films?
It had to be Vanessa Williams, huh?
Has Oprah been in films?
I think Oprah started out as an actress. She's in The Color Purple, the Steven Spielberg film with Whoopi Goldberg.
I'm not a big fan of Whoopi Goldberg, I'm afraid.
Well, you've not seen Fatal Beauty with Sam Elliott and Whoopi Goldberg.
Sam Elliott. Oh my god. Oh, Fox. He's so hot.
He really balls my potato.
That's my engine. I'm spraying him on a cracker. So Total Recall, I would say would be top 5. Total Recall's really good. But,
Go on.
With Commando, what I meant was
Go on.
I haven't seen Commando enough. And to be fair, when I watched it, I was kind of like half cooking and half watching it. But no, it looked good. But what I mean is I don't know it well enough yet to actually place it. So it might well be in the A section, but right now I can't quite. If you ask me why is it in your top 3 or 4 or whatever, I wouldn't be able to give you a reason.
Right.
And I wouldn't want to. A lie is a lie. Oh, pardon me. All that water and sweets. So yeah, 6 is Commando. And then, oh wow, True Lies is 5.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
I think it's a great movie. I really, really like it. Beer's not an option. There's so many funny bits. It's got fucking Paxman in it.
I would take out. I'd swap around, which we'll come to this, obviously, listeners. But number 4 is Conan the Barbarian.
Are you on the same fucking thing?
I might move True Lies to number 6, and then Commando to number 4, and put Conan the Barbarian at 5.
And then 3, we have Terminator, the original. There's that beautiful Chewbacca mullet.
Terminator never really grabbed me.
Oh, I do like it. I like the music, but I think Brad Fiedel did quite well with that. I don't know. I just think it sounds really cool, and I just like that it's old and it's got like really shitty effects.
I just mean in the sense it kind of was part of that, for me as a kid, part of the home video boom. It was one of those like lurid sounding titles or lurid covers on the video shelf. I always got it confused with Trancers, which I guess is kind of a rip-off Terminator with Tim Thomerson. They made a whole series of... He's like this like time cop called Jack Death. Really bizarre. I think Sarah Jessica Parker's in it.
Oh, that old horse.
Yeah. She's got a longer face than Kylo Ren.
That's Star Wars, isn't it?
What?
Kylo Ren.
That is Star Wars, Ellie.
Yay! I'm learning. 2 is Predator.
Yeah?
And 1 is Terminator 2.
Terminator 2 is number 1. Yeah, I guess that is his best film.
It is his best.
Is it, though? Is it?
Yeah. And I would actually say that's almost my top ones altogether. So I said Judgment Day was first, then I said Predator.
Yeah.
Then I said Conan the Barbarian, and then I said True Lies. The only one that I didn't mention is the first Terminator movie. So I actually got the top 5 right bar 1.
I think Terminator 1's there because it's iconic and it's the role that made him, but I'm not I don't know. I think it's B for me. It shouldn't be in the top 5, I don't think. It should be in the top 5 in terms of iconicness and the making of it, but I don't know. Everyone will be screaming at me now going, it's amazing. It's a good film.
It's amazing.
It just doesn't grab me by the fucking nuts like it should.
And twist. Oh god. So what music are you playing now?
You don't know this?
Well, I can only kind of hear it a little bit in the background, but I am listening through a phone.
It's the Riddle of the Steel and the Riders of Doom from Conan the Barbarian by Basil Poledouris.
I haven't seen Conan the Barbarian in a really long time as well.
Crone Men.
What was the next Conan movie?
Conan the Destroyer. Now, you've not seen that one either, have you?
Again, I've seen bits of it.
You need, you know what your homework should be, Ellie? You need to kind of watch more Arnold films.
Well, okay, so out of all the movies we've mentioned, I hadn't seen Twins, I hadn't seen Commando or Junior. That's 3.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Have you seen Eraser? You've seen Eraser, right?
Yes.
You've seen
yes,
Jingle All the Way?
Yes.
You've not seen End of Days, have you?
I have seen End of Days. I really like End of Days.
Oh, sorry, I mean the sixth day.
Yeah, no, I've not seen that.
And what's the other one? Collateral Damage. It was that kind of like dark period when he'd kind of like he'd started making like shitty films and he didn't have any box office clout anymore.
That's why we didn't watch them, because he'd just gone naff.
Well, Stallone had that period in the early 2000s after Copland, which was meant to be kind of his tour de force, when he kind of thought, oh, everyone will think I'm a good actor if I do a De Niro and get fat and play a loser.
When did he do Demolition Man?
Demolition Man is 93. That was his. Well, that was the last kind of.
I quite liked that.
Yeah, that's good. And the same year, of course, The Amazing Cliffhanger came out. That's great. But then I think the downward spiral for Stallone began with 1995's Judge Dredd. Because then it was the Specialist with Sharon Stone. And then I can't remember anything after that. And then he came out with the remake of Get Carter, which everyone shit on. And then he did a film called Detox, which I think is 2001, which was
which is the one you showed me.
Straight to video.
Then
he did a film called Driver, which is the kind of set in the Formula One world. That failed.
Which is the one you showed me where he's like a cop?
Nighthawks.
Nighthawks. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, 70s cop thriller.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That's one of his favourite films and mine. I really like Stallone. I think I prefer him to Schwarzenegger.
Really?
I think pound for pound, yeah. I think he's done more. Or I don't know. I think I like Stallone because every time he's been kind of cast out or he's been dealt out of the game, he always comes back with something because he writes his own scripts as well. It's kind of like.
Do you relate to Stallone?
No, I just think it's cool that he was a struggling actor, and then he wrote Rocky, and then he went I want to do this. They said, no, we're going to cast like Paul Newman or someone in this. And he said, I'll do it for free as long as I get to write it and be in it. And that was the kind of making of him essentially up to that point. But then obviously he directed one of my favourite films, Staying Alive. He wrote and directed the sequel to Saturday Night Fever. Come on, everyone. That's amazing. He got Frank Stallone to the soundtrack.
His brother, Frank.
Yeah,
great.
Ellie's on board now. And he, you know, he wrote Rocky and Rambo. And
I didn't know he wrote Rocky, actually.
You know, every time he's been counted out, he's always found his way back in. Like he brought Rambo back in 2007 and it worked. He brought Rocky back in 2006 and it worked. And then when 2010 comes along and you think that's it.
Did it work in 2006 though?
Yeah, Rocky Balboa is a great film. And I understand. Well, then again, you had the.
He looks a bit haggard though.
You had the Expendables. Yeah, but well, it's kind of like Chuck Wepner fought very late into his 50s, I think, or his early 50s, and that's kind of what the film was aping, that a fighter can come back and have one last swan song, basically, and that's what that film is about. And now in 2015, you've got Creed, which is Apollo Creed's son, the guy from Rocky 1, 2, and 3, and then gets killed in 4. Sorry, spoilers.
Is that what you put on my computer?
Yes, I think so. But apparently, Stallone is so good in it, he's going to get an Oscar nomination and could win.
Oh, and he could win.
For a Rocky spin-off.
Yeah, no, that's impressive. That's if he wins it.
No, I don't think he's actually written Apollo Creed. I think that's the writer-director. But he wrote like the Expendables 1, 2, and 3. He's always found a way of putting himself back in the game, and I always think that's great. And I think he's done so many like great films which you haven't seen. But yeah, he's always kind of been there. He's one of the greatest film stars and movie stars of all time, I think.
Yeah, but then you could say the same thing about Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, you could. You can't. He's made an indelible impression on the world. You can't deny that. I just think if I was stuck on a desert island with Arnold films or Stallone films, I'd go for the Stallone box set.
Adrian! They both talk like fucking retards. And they've both got shriveled dicks from fucking steroids.
Your dick doesn't shrivel up from steroids, I don't think.
Yeah, it does. I went to school with a kid whose dick got smaller because he took steroids. His girlfriend told us when they split up. She was like, yeah, his dick ended up like shrinking. And he got really bad acne. So much for being a meathead, huh? So did you have anything else you wanted to add?
Well, nothing. I've just moved on to Stallone movies now, so I'm playing the theme to Nighthawks, the 1981 cop thriller, which I fucking love. I don't know why, I just love it. Rutger Hauer is so good in that movie.
I really like Rutger Hauer. I think he's great.
Underutilized, or he did too many like shitty films. Like in the 80s, he kind of got sidelined. I think he should have been a much bigger kind of star than he actually was.
No, he was good. Weirdly hot. He had that whole kind of Viking look about him.
Yeah, and those crazy
I
eyes.
don't normally like blondes, but he had it going on. He looked like he could kill someone, you know?
He did. Yeah, I don't know. Escape to Victory Stallone did with Michael Caine, the football drama. He's done the Rambo films, the Rocky films, Demolition Man, Cliffhanger.
Demolition
Have you seen Cliffhanger, Ellie?
No.
My suggestion to you when we get off the air is you watch Cliffhanger.
I can't because I've got to do a Skype call with you.
That'll take 3 minutes just as an audio test.
Oh, wow. Okay.
If you watch the start of Cliffhanger, you'll be in for the entire film.
In. Oh my god, it's in. Will I need spermicidal lube for my pussy?
Yes.
Yes. Oh my. Where? Your mum must be thinking, what the fuck is going on there?
It's the Nighthawks soundtrack, viewers. Seek it out, it's awesome.
Oh my god. I don't particularly remember the music from Nighthawks, which tells me it's probably not that incredible.
That's alright. No, the main theme I think is really cool. It's that classic, like, funky, Lalo Schifrin-esque, percussive kind of like... It's that soundtrack that loads of like 70s films like Dirty Harry and stuff had as theme tunes. It's all like, you know, bongo drums and like someone playing the comb. It's really
It
cool.
kind of makes me think of like the old Batman series and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can imagine like a Kapow or a Zap.
Have you seen any Clint Eastwood films, Ellie?
I've seen the one where he escapes from prison.
Escape from Alcatraz, that's great.
That movie, seen that one, that's really good.
Have you seen the Dirty Harry films?
Seen the what?
Have you seen the Dirty Harry films?
No, I don't think so. Was he in The Good, the Bad and the Ugly?
He was, the spaghetti westerns. Have you seen those?
Yeah, seen a few of those.
Yeah, they're good.
My dad really likes Clint Eastwood actually.
Yeah, Clint's great.
Yeah.
The Rookie's great with Charlie Sheen. Well, you know what? If you like the Lethal Weapon films...
I liked him in $1 Million Baby, actually. Thought that was good. Really sad.
Yeah, that's a weird film.
It was good, though.
What, this girl loses the fight, then her eye, then her leg, then he kills her? Where's the ending? I thought that film she was going to make a comeback and beat the chick's ass, but she didn't.
So did I, but no, she fucking dies.
Have you seen the Dirty Harry films, Ellie?
No.
Okay, well, if you like the Lethal Weapon movies, the 70s version of that, of the tough cop who takes no nonsense cop, is Harry Callahan, played by Clint Eastwood.
Okay.
The first one, I think, is directed by Don Siegel, who did the 1978 Body Snatchers that you're so fond of.
Ooh, yeah.
So it's like a gritty 70s cop drama. The meat chopper sideburns and the pork chops are a bit telling that it's the 70s, but it's a great film.
All of a sudden, I've just got Tom Selleck in my head. Who do you think's got a better moustache, Tom Selleck or Sam Elliott?
Sam Elliott.
Why?
Just, I don't know.
Would you bum him?
No.
Really? If you had to bum an older movie star, who would it be?
Probably Rock Hudson.
Who's he?
Well, he was already gay, so he would have no issues with it.
He would have no issues. I'm sure he could turn many straight guys, Ethan. What's his name? I want to check this dude out.
No, that's your ex-boyfriend, isn't it?
Ethan. He definitely doesn't listen to this show.
But listeners, every time Ellie speaks to her ex on the phone, he's always got into some like homosexual fucking hijinks.
He's spreading his brown wings.
It really is. What was I talking about before Dirty Harry? It was really important. It's escaped my mind. Oh, I know.
Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, no, there's a film called Firefox that you should watch as well. It's a great film with Clint Eastwood about stealing like this stealth aircraft.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Aircraft.
Warren Clark's in it, your favourite.
Who's Warren Clark?
Warren Clark from Dalziel and Pascoe, and he was in Clockwork Orange. It's got a soundtrack by Jean-Michel Jarre.
Jean-Michel Jarre.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Very much a rip-off of the Star Wars type theme.
Look, just let Star Wars go.
I've had to now after seeing that film. Yeah, listeners, Spalding and Nichols, have you seen this bloody film yet? Have you seen Star Wars The Force Awakens?
Martin was watching one of the prequels the other night. And he looked like he wanted to shave his eyeballs.
Has he seen it? Yeah, but he's not a Star Wars kid, is he?
No, not at all.
Oh, fuck him then.
He's more of a Charles Dickens boy. I have to agree.
Dick in his mouth.
I think Star Wars is shit.
Yes, I got that through without being.
Don't believe the hype. What's the name of the old boy that you'd bum?
Rock Hudson.
Rock Hudson. Let's try. Oh my god! He's dead though.
Yeah, he got the AIDS.
I was going to say, he was a bit of a dandy in his time, wasn't he? Oh, we're talking like old school.
Yeah, well, I think he's kind of that Errol Smith era. Errol Flynn
Errol
era.
Flynn, you
yeah.
fuckwit. Idiot.
He was like banging
Errol Flynn's
schoolgirls,
really
taking
hot.
drugs.
Laurence Olivier is really hot as well.
Oh god, no.
Was.
Right, get off my show.
What? Are you serious? Laurence Olivier is amazing.
Not.
Fuck yeah. When he plays Heathcliff in Wuthering Heights, Jesus Christ. He's as wild as the moors that surrounded him. And Rex Harrison, he's got to be up there.
He's not hot.
He's so hot.
He's not hot.
He is.
No.
Oh God, he's like, I don't know, the perfect English. Just the
Rex Harrison or Arnold?
They're completely different.
Rex Harrison or Arnold? I'm going to have to ask your answer, Ellie.
Oh, fuck.
Anytime now.
Alright, Arnold.
How are you torn between those two?
Because they have very different qualities with Rex Harrison.
He could teach you how to speak properly, wouldn't he, while he banned you?
Well, he was in this really amazing film called The Ghost of Mrs. Muir. And he plays an old sailor and he's like the ghost. And he's just so fucking sexy in it. He's so hot.
I bet he's not.
He is. Yeah, he's just like a good old-fashioned English gentleman. And yeah, he speaks beautifully. And he's just smart. And he's got those, like, amazing brows. Good beard and moustache, too. My God, she's got it.
My God, she's got it.
Why can't a woman be more like a man? That's an amazing song.
Why can't all women look like Rex Harrison?
Well, thank God they don't. Yeah, I don't think Rock Hudson's really my thing. He looks a bit soft.
I only said it because he was already gay, so it wouldn't be any like weird negotiations. Just get it done and get it over with. Throw up in his face and then get your money.
Throw up in his face.
I was under the impression money wouldn't change hands.
Okay, I'm not that. Still cheap.
Have you seen The Last Man on Earth yet, Ellie, with Vincent Price?
No.
Have you watched the trailer for it?
No.
It's quite intriguing.
The Last Man on Earth, you say?
Yeah.
The Last Man on Earth. Oh, on Earth. 2015?
Yeah.
And it's got Vincent Price in it?
Yeah.
I thought he was dead.
Well, it's basically the Amiga Man.
Right. The Last Man on Earth. Season?
Yeah.
No.
It's basically the world's turned into vampires and he's the last man alive. It's taken from I Am Legend, the Richard Matheson book, where in
it's
the
got
end...
the chick from Flight of the Conchords in it.
What? In the Will Smith version? No, that's the shitty version. Watch The Last Man on Earth with Vincent Price.
Okay, Last Man on Earth. It's coming up with this like American series. Vincent Price. Oh, okay. So it's a 1964 movie. Oh my gosh, you can get. Oh my gosh, you can find the full movie on YouTube.
Yes, I sent you a link to it, I believe.
Oh my God, it's black and white. Amazing.
Well, it's that
I
old
love black and
cliffhanger.
white movies.
So, Ellie, have you got anything else to say before we wrap up the last
Fuck
two?
off. No. I have nothing else to say.
Oh
Do you have
my.
anything else to say? I've really missed my fact attacks though. My little pew pew pews and explosions. They do bring me a lot of joy, even if you hate them.
Well, there were no facts, I'm afraid.
There were no facts. Well, there were lots of facts, just not Terminator specific.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Soundtrack to The
that?
Rookie by Lennie Niehaus, who's Clint Eastwood's famous composer, jazz musician, scorer of many of his films.
Jazz flute.
Jazz flute.
Ethan, I think you should put a picture of your shiny trousers on the Terminator.
And then get a jacket and a hat to match and just
there.
start belting people in the chop saying I'm a robot.
In the shops. And I'd hide them in the sea. Yeah, no, that's all I've got on this one. I'm looking forward to the deleted scenes, if I'm honest with you. There's not really a lot you can say about credits, considering I can't read the names. Dead everything.
I was just waiting for you to notice.
Fuck.
Well, listeners, that was the last episode of the 2-Minute Terminator, unless Ellie's got something else to say.
no, stop doing that to me.
Okay.
Putting me on the fucking spot.
Well, weirdly, we did 29 minutes of recorded material. We lost 20 of the unrecorded material, but having said that, I mean, wasn't really that great anyway. We did talk about Terminator Genesis being voted the worst film of 2015, which I think was a little bit harsh, which is linked on the 2-Minute Terminator Facebook page.
You haven't done it this time.
And
yeah, I think that's unfair. I don't think it was the worst movie.
no, not at all. And it wasn't the worst Terminator film either.
God, no. It was actually good in comparison to 3 and 4.
Exactly. Well.
Exactly. Anyway.
Yeah.
I'll have to make sure. Oh, I need to check the Blu-ray player, don't I?
The Blu-ray player.
Yeah. I have to make sure it's all ready for the feature. When we're gonna watch the whole film and do the feature episode, the full feature one.
Yeah, for sure.
For shout, I've got it for shout.
Okay.
Hasta la vista, baby.
How can you do that to Eddie Rabbit?
Eddie who?
Eddie Rabbit.
The fuck is Eddie Rabbit?
Have you ever seen the Clint Eastwood film Every Which Way But Loose, and to its lesser sequel, Every Which Way But You Can?
No.
It's Clint Eastwood and a monkey.
Oh my god.
It's Clint Eastwood and an orangutan just travelling around the country solving mysteries.
Oh my fucking god.
This is the theme tune to it.
Does he fuck the monkey?
No, the monkey kind of helps him out and stuff. Whenever he gets into a scrape, the monkey helps him and like beats bikers up and stuff. It's a strange film.
When we watched that documentary about the zoo files, I'm surprised that there weren't any that like fucked monkeys.
Because if a monkey decides he doesn't want you to fuck him, he'll just rip your arms off.
Oh.
A llama can't defend himself in that way.
Llama.
Here we go. Here we go, listeners. You turn me every which way but loose.
God.
Come on, this is great. Right turn, Clyde. Every which way but loose.
I just died.
Every which way but loose.
Oh my god.
So, Ellie,
You like that song?
on that bombshell, we shall say goodbye. Oh, we're still going. I don't want to leave. It's the last one. No, we'll go. We'll be back tomorrow with something. I don't know what it will be. What's the date tomorrow? The 23rd, right? The 23rd. Maybe we'll do a Christmas episode.
Okay.
We'll do a critical deconstruction of Jingle All the Way.
Oh god. Bastard. You're gonna
Turbo
kill me
Man.
with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I think you're going to hate Arnold
Turbo Man.
Schwarzenegger before Christmas is out.
So this year you managed to make me like Tom Cruise and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Fuck you.
And I'll do it too. Okay, kids, thanks for listening.
Watch me do it.
Now, well, my dear, I do hope it was a friend of yours. We'll be back tomorrow with something.
We'll see you soon.
We'll see you soon. Yeah, I'm just rabbiting.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Baby. Bill. Oh, I can't do it. Fuck. It's because I was eating a fizzy cola bottle. Hasta la vista, baby. Beat you.
Watch out for machines. They're unstoppable. Watch out for machines.